family, welcome back to FicklinTV. I'm Amber and today I'm going to be discussing my 26 to 27 week pregnancy. As of now, baby is about 14.4 inches long and about 2 pounds big, about the size of a head of lettuce. On the pregnancy app that I use, they said baby now can open his or her eyelids and look around. Now it's going to still take some time for the eyes to actually fully develop, and it can take up to a year after baby is born for the iris to actually have its final color. It's so funny because our second daughter, Callie, was actually born with gray eyes when she came out, and they were beautiful. They were so gorgeous. And now she's 2 years old, so now they've rested at like a light brown hazel color, so they're really pretty. It was just crazy to see that whole transition of her eyes go from gray to this hazily brown color. Some symptoms I've been experiencing, if you can't tell, I have like the nasal stuffiness. I sound terrible, but I'm definitely experiencing that today. Another symptom I've been having is tiredness. The tiredness has kicked back in and I am really sleepy a lot of the time. I blame it mostly on insomnia because I'm not sleeping as much at nighttime, so during the day I am pretty tired. I've also been having an overall achiness just in my body, not really in my stomach, but just like around my pelvis, and of course the leg cramps and foot cramps are still there. One big symptom change that's happened these past 2 weeks has been lightning crotch. Now I've always been complaining about this pressure that I've been feeling in my pelvis from very early on, but now it's turned into a really sharp pain towards the front of my pelvis, and it's really painful. Sometimes it can get so bad to where I can barely walk up the stairs or move around, and it's not comfortable at all. It has gotten a lot harder to get comfortable at night for me, which goes hand in hand with the insomnia. So now I have brought in my pregnancy pillow. I am using that at nighttime to get comfortable, to use in between my legs. So I definitely recommend that. And I've also had to add a footstool to the bottom of my bed because I can't really get in the bed as easily as I used to. I kind of have to like roll in. So I use a footstool to help to get in and out of the bed easily without having to ask someone to push me in or help me out to get up there. So in today's video, I wanted to give you guys some tips on surviving the third trimester. We are just now approaching the third trimester, the final one, so yay! That's such a great thing because it's almost over, but this can be one of the toughest trimesters out of all three because we're bigger, it's harder to get around. So here are some things that I picked up over my last few pregnancies that I thought will be a great help to you, and hopefully to me as well. Tip number one is, as much as it sucks, it's always good to keep moving. I know we're moving at a much slower pace now and not as quickly, but light exercise and daily walks can help with insomnia, cramps, digestion, mood, and it can also help to align your pelvis for labor. Tip number two is kind of a collab tip because it involves eating smaller meals, not drinking a lot before bed, and sleeping with your head elevated. I found all of these things to help aid in heartburn and indigestion. If you're like me, you suffer from a really lot of heartburn in your pregnancy, and these things have helped me to alleviate it a little bit. I can't get rid of it altogether, but they have helped to make it a little bit easier. Tip number three would be to take an open-minded childbirth and newborn/breastfeeding class. I've actually made a video that will help you in picking the best childbirth class for you, and you can find it here or in the description box below. My fourth tip is going to be more helpful towards the end of your pregnancy. It's okay to tell people to back off. As your due date approaches, a lot of people are going to be calling, texting, asking you, is the baby here yet? Have you had any signs of labor yet? Are you still pregnant? And those questions can get so annoying, especially when on average the first time pregnancy will go 4 days past its due date. And if you're like me, all of my pregnancies have been past their due date except for the first one. My advice to you is don't feel obligated to respond back to those Facebook messages or text messages every time someone calls. Of course, people are only asking out of the goodness of their heart, but you're really going to need their help once baby gets here, not before, and especially not pressuring you to go into labor right now when they want you to. My fifth and final tip is to let you know that you can actually do things once baby gets here. Don't feel obligated to get everything done in these last few months of your pregnancy. Try to enjoy it and relax as much as you can, because generally babies don't need a ton of things when they first are born. They really only need clothes, diapers, and a good place to sleep. Mobiles, bathtubs, and other gadgets can be ordered after baby gets here. So, I hope you found these tips to be helpful for your third trimester. Let's jump into my belly shot. Here's what my belly looks like from the front with clothes on. From the side, from the back. Here's the other side. Here's what my belly looks like from the front with clothes off, from the side. Here's the back, the other side. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this update. If you're not already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to join me on this journey. And go ahead and tap the bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I post an update. I'll see you guys later. Bye.